All right, starting off the morning here at SEMA 2025. It's a beautiful morning. It is Tuesday. It's the first official day of the event, and we're going to finally get a chance to show you guys the two vehicles that we brought. There's two other trucks that came with Mickey Thompson as well. We'll get to those at some point this week, but 4 vehicles sitting here on the new 39, 18.5, 17 Baja Belted 2. We'll also get some of the Mickey Thompson staff on video today talking about the innovations of this tire. Daniel took a video. I was driving. We took an 8-minute video driving this truck. Daniel happened to snap a little picture driving for 16 seconds the 76 Blazer. Both short wheelbase trucks, and they did amazing. This one actually was hauling a 3-wheeler in the back, so it's not just a pavement princess. We drove both these vehicles over 40 minutes, half of that being highway, half of it being crazy traffic. But Daniel, tell them about the build on the 25.
So on the 25, this was a little bit of a last-minute deal. We knew we were bringing the Blazer. We've been hiding that from y'all for almost a year now. Mickey Thompson really wanted to basically do an unveil of the tire with a re-debut of the truck from almost 35 years ago. So they also asked us to do something new and stocky. So JW got this 25 model regular cab short bed, which is something that you never see anymore. It's actually very difficult to find a truck like this anymore. Everybody looking for crew cabs or super long bed for work trucks. And we did we just went ahead with a bolt-on kit on this truck. We didn't have the time to do anything crazy custom like you're used to seeing us do. So we got a 12-inch bulletproof coilover kit on it, which was big enough to run the 39.5-inch tires. We had it on 40 by 13 50s for the trip out here, and switched it to the new Baja Belted 2s on the 17 by 16s. And as always, last minute came with some trials and tribulations. A lot of issues arose. We were able to overcome all of them 100%, not halfway done, just to get it out here. Like JW said, we drove this out to the desert for a photo shoot. Same thing with the 76 Blazer that probably hasn't had that kind of miles on it in almost 4 decades. So everything went well. Both trucks riding great. The new tires ride phenomenal, and they look incredible. This thing looks like it's straight out of a Peterson's four-wheel drive magazine in 95. So hopefully it goes over well. I think everybody here is going to like it.
So the color scheme's been getting a lot of comments about it being a Ford color scheme, being a Toyota color scheme. Well, in all honesty, it was a Kawasaki color scheme. I never had that Kawasaki as a kid. That's an 82/83 color scheme on that KLT 250. I was in the process of restoring this truck when Mickey Thompson said, hey, the Blazer is going to be a hit, and we'll get to that in a minute, but could y'all build something super stocky? Well, I was going to go out and buy like a new body style Blazer, so we had a new Blazer and an old Blazer. That would have been cool, but that would have meant Brian and Daniel doing a full custom suspension, some type of coilover, solid axle, and time just was not of the essence. So we were able to locate this truck. I custom ordered it. A lot of people poo-poo on the motor. I can tell you right now, this truck on 40s still gets busy. It's been on 2 sets of 40s now, and it has all the power you need. Like, it is phenomenal. So shout out to Chevrolet. It's a small motor with a turbo. There is no slouch. If we could get it over in the Burnout pit, I think I'd be over there cutting some donuts with it. But the Kawasaki kind of came into effect just weirdly enough, and I said, let's do the scheme on this. And then crazy enough, the secret of the wheel and the box that y'all guys haven't even seen yet, that's something we'll debut tomorrow, the unboxing situation, matches this truck. Daniel hadn't even seen it yet. Matches this truck to a T, and we didn't know that. So a lot of last minute touches. They killed it on it though. This truck looked good on the Baja,
The XS.
Yeah, Baja XS40 with the 17-inch skinny wheel, which was a beadlock Mickey Thompson mod, Classic 3.
Yeah, it was Classic Pro, bronze and black.
But this right here really sets it over the top. So let's go over to the Blazer. I know that's what you guys have been waiting on. I know it's what we've been waiting on, because every day I share stuff with you guys. I don't care if it's good or bad. Keeping a secret like this has been phenomenal. Like, not even a secret. It was a secret to our employees. Only one saw this vehicle. Matter of fact, I don't think Mom's seen it. I don't think Mike's seen it.
Nope.
I don't think
it immediately went away.
Yeah, Christian didn't even see it. So we tucked it away in the only hiding spot we had, and literally just out of sight, out of mind, because Mickey Thompson's big theme with this tire was bringing back the old school show truck. This truck was a show truck over 30 years ago. Its last combination of this build was in 91/92. This is a 76 K5 Blazer with a 91 front clip on it. The chrome and gold plating alone, in today's standards, time, labor, and effort, would be $250,000. Everything on it, even the transmission, has been high polished to a luster that makes it look chrome. And I can't say enough about Mr. King that built this truck back in the day and the effort he put into it. And then for us to be able to do a relaunch of this truck, just like the relaunch of the tire, is just phenomenal. It's beyond phenomenal. And that was Mickey Thompson's big thing. As soon as I sent him teaser pictures of this truck, told him what our plans were for Daniel to make his changes and do the upgrades that we were going to do, they said, done. That is in the booth, no question. And then the other truck kind of popped up last minute. So for one of our trucks to make it here is one thing, but for two, that was just crazy. So Daniel and Brian took the time to make a few changes on it, and they can also tell you about some of the other features of the truck.
So we did we went ahead and we wanted to keep it air correct. The guy did such a good job building this truck in the early 90s that it still stands up today. Is there things that we would change? Sure, but we wanted to keep it true to its original form. If you went to a show in 94, this would have been the baddest truck at the show. The attention to detail was just over the top at that point. Well, not as much at hand that we have today with all the technology advances and things like that. So for him to go as far as he did and get it to this point, it still stands up very well. So the only thing that we really changed on it is we did our crossover steering and track bar, and I had that set up chromed so it looked like it had always been on this vehicle from the start. We do that obviously for two reasons: safety and drivability. And it does. This truck drives down the road, and I'm sure JW will clip it in at some point. I had one finger on the steering wheel, passing traffic at 70 mile an hour on 39 1850s with a 16-inch wide wheel. The other really cool thing about this truck is when this truck was debuted so long ago, it was on 15x14 Mickey Thompson Alcoas and the 39 1850 15 original Baja Belted. So it was really neat to see this truck basically go to the brand new tire and wheel setup and almost virtually not change any look at all. It looks very similar to the way that it was, which is what they were after, is something that was basically a remake of the classic with new technology, and they hit it right on the head.
So take a look at this side of the truck. You can see the candy paint, the gold leaf, and that is what you saw in the show truck scene in the 90s.
No vinyl wrap,
yeah.
Nothing like that. Gold leaf, faded, paint scheme, lacquer paint.
Yep.
And all that you're seeing on this truck is over 30 years old. It's that well preserved.
The lacquer paint is something people don't understand, the time and effort it takes to lay it down. And it literally looks like you could stick your hand under these scallops and under this two-tone. It's crazy. The paint wraps inside the door jambs. The way this truck was preserved is what really impressed us the most. And again, the fact that it was the magazine front cover truck that you would see with the Baja Mickey that's engraved in everybody's brain with a 15x14 Alcoa. We did nothing but take a time capsule, unbury it, and bring it back out and debut it as probably one of the key vehicles of SEMA with its look, its stance, and its old school bringback. It's unheard of. And of course, it took some cleaning, it took some detailing, it took the tweaking things that Daniel and Brian did, the Power Step Edition, to make it practical. This truck will live in our show fleet with the others and just be a static point. Like, you just can't.
Doesn't get much better for an old school show truck.
And again, shout out to Aaron King, the original builder, a phenomenal guy that took the time and effort to put this much. We know what it takes. Done this. It is years of dedication and years of effort to get to this point. And for us to be able to debut it with Mickey was extremely special. We could have built several more of these. We could have built several of these. But to have something that was exactly as it was, to bring it off of a Baja, to put it on a radial, Baja Belted 2 in a radial, and it drive as good as it does. Us riding in it yesterday, it's just crazy. And we'll go over a whole lot more of these little details, but check out this. Mickey Thompson engraved in the wheel. Mickey Thompson stainless center cap. Billet center cap. 16 wide wheel, the proper offset, and the tire is as flat as you could ask for. And Mickey was known for walking and moving all around. It does not do that. This tire actually tracks on the road well. These two trucks sitting side by side are short, they're light, they're half tons. There was no death wobble, there was no shimmy shake, it was not grabbing the lanes.
Very pleasurable to drive.
It was very pleasurable to drive. And when these tires, so you're going to all ask, second quarter, Daniel of 26. Daniel will start getting some orders in. He'll get you on a list. It'll be basically a pre-order situation. So if you're on the top of the list, you'll be the ones with the first sets. These will be the only sets until then. So if you want to stop by and check these trucks out at the office or in one of the buildings, we'll have them on display. The wheels might come available a little bit sooner. We'll have more information from Mickey directly today about that. And they'll kind of fill us in on some things. No price point quite yet, but the rumors we've heard is they're going to be right affordable. So most people don't care. You know, it's one of those things, if you have to ask, you shouldn't buy them. But they're going to be in the right price point for what they are with their comparables. And Daniel will start a list. We've already started it in the phone of people that are, I'm in, no question. Make it happen. Some tires only, some tires and wheels, some wheels only. But get with him on that. Next week, don't call this week. People have already been trying to reach out. Next week when he gets settled in, say Wednesday, Thursday, go ahead and start calling and getting your names on the list for those. And we're going to get over into, try to get through one of the halls today. We'll try our best. It's going to be a lot of walking. It's miles and miles and miles. I think they said 1 million square foot of building and outdoor vendor space. So it's going to be tiresome. It's going to be busy, but we're going to get as much crammed in as we can. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for your patience with all of these unveils. We wanted it to be special for y'all. This one more than anything. The time, effort, and love that went into rebirthing this truck for us was special. But to hide it all this time,
that was difficult.
It was very difficult. It was more difficult for me because, again, guys, I'm showing you stuff before it even gets off the transport truck or before it even leaves the shop or before the cleanup's done. So for this one to be hidden for so long has been incredibly tough. It's going to be one of the flagships of the fleet, sitting beside Grimace and Brown Bear and the 10-door. And now, the new generation. All right, about to make our way over to the Burnout Wars. Trying to get this stuff out. Unfortunately, the music playing is copyrighting a bunch of this stuff. We got hours of stuff we can't post because so much music playing. It's endless. We've been walking since we got here. Huge OBS, super clean. Which one's your favorite so far, babe? Huh? A little overwhelming, isn't it? Look, there you go. There's your color.
It's too hard to go for me.
Can dig it. All of y'all have seen his TV show, I'm sure. Best of the best as far as detail, quality work. I'm sorry guys, if y'all see something in this video and you want to see more of it, please ask. We will go back and do some extra photo stuff. We've been asked to photo and video some stuff, so we'll be bouncing around through all the different halls. But if you guys see something in the background of these videos and you want a close-up, I'll be happy to do my best, but just trying to soak it all in on this first day, plus getting blown up with phone calls and work stuff, trying to balance it all from afar.
How's it going?
Out here at SEMA?
Yes, sir.
No telling who you're gonna run into.
There's no 8 doors though. We gotta show them what's up.
I know where one is.
I know what 2 are.
Yeah. One on the ground and one in the air.
Yes, sir.
Put them together and make home with something, right?
Yep.
All right, buddy.
Still not going to be solving those long queues, or going to the grocery store unless you live in a very remote area. But it's a wonderful machine to fly from a
So we made our way over into the futuristic stuff.
camping.
Man, that right there is that's pretty wild. Closest thing to a flying car so far. They're doing a little interview there, so I don't want to interrupt them, but here's a cut down EV.
What is SEMA? Oh my gosh. Can you do that in the amount of time we have?
Okay, so
Carbon fiber body panels for Corvettes.
SEMA is for anybody whether it's the engines or the electric vehicles or just tires, really the best thing ever.
Old school looking car with electric technology.
Super jacked up on sugar now.
Can't even begin to tell you guys or show y'all everything. It is overwhelming. I'm sure you're gonna see plenty of content because there are cameras, video viewing stuff galore. Here's where they redid this car to make it electric. Wow. Absolutely wild. Foost's booth with some amazing cars. If you don't know who Foust Design is, you definitely been under a rock somewhere. One of the iconic builders. And his talent to draw is just as good. It's pretty cool. You see this on the TV show. Him and Ken Diggett, both just incredible visionaries. But it is wild. There's a whole lot more than meets the eye out there with these builders, just because these guys had some TV shows. Everybody thinks they're the only ones in the game, but I'm telling you, there's some stuff outside that we've walked past that is just as impressive. That is a beautiful color. Again, there's just so much talent in this world. And some stuff that you walk past that looks rough, the build, design, and everything is just also super incredible. Sometimes they're made to look not as fancy, but just as much work and effort goes into them, even though the paint might not be as shiny. Can't believe Foust doesn't have more in the booth though. Big booth for 2 cars. Auto custom carpet. We have used that product before. More food.
Okay, 23. This is 7.
And just to like a little attention to detail, those are lighted car stands. Some of these booths are no joke. And here's a good one for us. Use a lot of the custom auto sound with our what we consider a vintage radio. Great booth. Paints. Walked past this earlier. The fit and finish and color schemes on this are incredible. twin turbo. Oh man, look at that.
What he told me, you don't get the
Ghostbuster car. Not quite the same as ours. Not bad. Look at this chassis right here. Just look at this here. I mean, you put a body on this, this is what everything else would look like. Has to have a hanger bearing, not for height, for lowness. Look at the exhaust, man. Got an opportunity right there for cutouts. There you got the fuel pump. Look at the cameo. All the air ride system. Pancake bags on a control arm system. A-arms in the front. You can see it's all the way aired out.
Ghostbusters could have been in.
Try to come back maybe Wednesday or Thursday and go through some of these builds a little more closely. Some of these truck builds, you just can't even, words don't even explain them, not even one bit.
I caught you.
Charger booth. We are still walking. Again, I don't know if I said it in here or I said it in the little short reels or whatever, but if you see something or a company that wants a video or something specific about a video, reach out and try to map it out. Today we're just doing a little quick run through as much as we can, but tomorrow we'll do a little more deep dive, hit some of our vendors, and talk in depth. We'll be doing some stuff maybe with Blueprint back there. Obviously we're doing something incredible in the 10-door, whether it be GM, Jegs, Summit, or Blueprint. Right now, the jury is currently out on that, but very well might be next year's SEMA vehicle, possibly with a complete redo. Wow. This one right here, walked past it earlier too, but a lot like my dad's truck, other than it's a newer model because it doesn't have a slant back window. Very similar to the black Chevy that we currently have. Beautiful build. Wheelwood brakes, you guys have heard of that. Comes on a ton of the product these days, especially in the performance world. They are busy. Stance of that truck, even though this is not a car show, everything in here is ridiculously car show quality, beyond what you see that you think you're looking at, say at Barrett Jackson or Mecum. The quality is bar none far superior. They know that these vehicles are going to be in front of millions and millions of people throughout this event. The other crazy thing is Vegas is getting ready to have the off-road race cars or trucks. So they're starting to shut some of the streets down and build all the stuff outside like this. There's miles of this stanchion type stuff up for lights and cameras. We didn't know that until a cab driver told Tabitha yesterday why there was so much construction going on. So following the SEMA show, they shut it down for that. They said it was the trucks or the cars. Trick Flow. Had bunches of those over the years. There's your gas. Special ones I put on Big Birds. Forgot about that.
My hairy legs are looking at
What Daniel's talking about is I use these VP cans. I make those into three-wheeler stands to keep the tires off the ground. And even though I go through a lot of fuel, not as much this year because we didn't drag race nor mud race but once or twice, try to stack them up on all those cans. He said ask him if they had any scratch and dent specials. Maybe if I get a simulator set, I can get Brady involved in racing. yeah, exactly.
Showing us, hey, here's sleeves, here's pistons, here's rings, post-run, pre-run, here's what we've seen with other manufacturers.
John Force car.
And so we go back and we work on it, and each race we bring something new. And so they have this weekend, I brought 400 rings to a team, and they ran them for 3 of the 4 qualifying runs, and then on race day they ran them, and we got to look at the parts in real time. We'll go back. I have my VP of Ops here as well, so he'll go back and say, okay, what can we do to maybe make them a little bit better? So what we're developing and building is a real-time
Toyota has the whole upper level up there. Mickey Thompson was pretty proud. They're actually on one of these trucks. And they've just worked with Chrysler to be official. You can see some of their product right there. Take a break over here at the Mickey Thompson booth.
Okay.
probably one of the most detailed builds on airbags. So many little details that you can't even appreciate. The cleanliness of all the tubing. The bed is on bags. The truck is on bags. And it's basically a control arm bag mount, not an axle bag mount. This hood's super nice. Hood hinges. Saw some teasers of this truck online, but seeing it in person's rather incredible. So this right here and some of these dualies are sick. This particular square body really built to look old school under the hood with the regular orange engine, but far from anything normal. Shade firewall, custom inner fender wells, air conditioned, belt system, smoothed out everywhere. The body lines are incredible. Whew. And the flip-flop in the color of the paint is crazy. A really cool looking wheel. That wheel wouldn't look good if you saw it on a shelf, but it fits the look of this truck perfectly. All right, we still got a lot to get done today, but we'll call it a day on this video. I got to get the 360 camera down. That's been filming on a loop. Time lapse today. We have not seen the Burnout Wars yet. We've missed a lot, but we did get through about a quarter of the, I don't know, maybe a little less than a quarter of everything. But thanks to everybody that stopped by. Mickey Thompson guys said the flow has been amazing. Janet said the flow had been amazing through the booth that she's in with the cars. The sun is hitting the Blazer phenomenal right now. We really didn't show underneath this truck a lot, but the powder coat, Brian was able to get the install done without chipping a thing. There's no check lights, there's no ABS lights, there's no traction control lights. Everything's reprogrammed. This truck's on 40s with like 300 miles on it and not a single flaw out of everything other than the problems getting it installed. After it was installed, it was good to go. Everything went well. They got it dialed in. Three-wheel has been a big hit. Had multiple people say they'd seen it in the back of the truck. Pretty freaking cool. And the Blazer is just getting phenomenal results. I don't know how much she zoomed in on these mirrors earlier, but just look at that. I mean, you can't hide something when you got a mirror under your vehicle. Daniel got under here and wiped everything down. And we're going to get out of the sun and relax a little bit. And tomorrow we will get some content with the Mickey Thompson guys. For those that ask about how long, 1963. All right, that's it for today, guys. See you tomorrow.